Saying certainly that Austin just absolutely went out there and did what we needed him to do. You know, our bullpen in the first game really did not represent the way we think that they can perform for us. You know, Alabama comes in walking 3 times a game. We walk them 7 times. They come in, you know, averaging 1 hit by pitch per game. We hit them 3 times. That's 10 base runners in the first game. We needed a strike thrower in the second game, and that's what we got. Although I will say Preston was outstanding. I thought Preston was really deserved to win that first game, and very disappointed that we're not 2-0. I know our players are very, very disappointed we're not 2-0 at this point, but Alabama's a very good club. You know, the Houston kid is a phenomenal hitter. You know, they're really solid defensively, and they can pitch a little bit. So, you know, we're playing a really good club, and this is symbolic of, you know, what an SEC weekend's like. But when you have that big a lead and you're that deep into the game, you know, we're just used to having guys who can come in and challenge the strike zone, and we just did not do that.
What do you think the problem is with that back of the bullpen with Daniel Brown and Fitz the last couple of games?
I think it's very simple. I think it's the reason why Alabama's a pretty good club this year. They have a bunch of guys who've been around and have done it. Fitz has never been a closer. Daniel Brown was starting a year ago at a tiny D3 junior college, and now we're expecting him to come in and close, which is something he's never done before. So, you know, we prepared him through the fall, but you know, you don't have 4,000 or 5,000 people show up for fall inter-squad. Everything's different. He's going to be a great one. All those guys are going to be really good. They're just not used to doing what they're doing right now. So we're going to find the pieces. Butch is the best in the country, and we'll sit down and we'll go through it. What we cannot do is walk people and hit people, because that just opens the floodgates. I thought one of the biggest 2 moments of the first game, when Ross walks the Houston guy, you know, and if we just let him hit there, there's a very good, he's hitting 500, which is awesome. That means there's a 50% chance he's going to get himself out. You know, if you walk him, there's a 100% chance he's going to end up at first base. Ross made really quality pitches against him, but I thought that walk really opened the door for him. You know, we talked about the baseball gods, you know, and the baseball gods, when you walk people, what's going to happen later on is you're going to fist somebody really hard, and it's going to dump right over the top of your infield, and that's exactly what happened. So you can say you're unlucky or anything, but, you know, with balls falling and stuff like that, but you got to make your luck, and part of making your luck has to do with, you know, not walking people and hitting people, and I think that's what Austin did in the second game. He's just a clinic in, I'm going to make you put balls in play, and I think we have one of the best defenses in the country. I'm going to let 3 6'4" runners in the outfield run to the baseball. I'm going to let my catcher block for me. I'm going to let my infield make plays. That's what Austin Sexton did. And he had some punch-outs too, but, you know, certainly, he had 7 strikeouts, but he had 1 walk, and that gave us the opportunity to win the ball game. So, you know, Alabama has 8 walks, so Mitch Gaspard's over there probably saying the same thing I am about the first game. You can't do that to win a baseball game. So, you know, that's what we're trying to get our staffs to do, and that's really not symbolic of who our pitching staff is, so we got to get better.
You talk about experience. Is that what Jake Vickerson and Cody Brown showed at opposite ends of the order? They came up in situations and made the right contact?
Yeah, those 2 guys, especially Cody, he's really been swinging it well for a while. You know, he hits balls hard right at people. You know, Vickerson is a guy who, you know, just competes his tail off every single time he steps on the field. So, and he's ready when the opportunity presents itself. You know, I'm really pleased with Reed. I thought Reed hit about 5 or 6 balls run on the bunt today. Didn't get a ton of hits, but swung it well. We have some good things happening. We just need all these good things to happen at one time. You know, we've got to allow our defense to make plays, because if we're doing that, we're a pretty good club.
Was Gavin an option today, or not at all?
Yeah, I think he was an option, but I think you know, it's day to day with his hand. And I asked him late there. We're thinking about pinch hitting late in the ball game there, and asked him if he could come in and catch for us, and he said he felt like he could. The situation with Gavin is, I think it's just sporadic. You know, you get an inning here, an inning there, you get 1 at bat here. You know, there are times he feels great, we start him, and then, you know, it takes him a while to recover. So hopefully that'll continue to get better.
Will you give Lovelady the day off tomorrow, or you just make that decision?
Well, you know, he got thumbed a little bit, so we're going to have to see how that thumb's doing. We'll see how that is tomorrow.
When you talked to Austin, he was saying in between week 1 and week 2, he and Butch worked on his grips, on that really changed. Is he different now than maybe the guy you saw in the preseason?
Yeah, I think he is. You know, we always say in the games you get 10% better, you get 10% worse, and he is probably significantly better than 10% better. His changeup, his ability to throw fastball to his glove side, which is just huge. You know, he just, the other thing about Austin too that I really admire is he just keeps getting better. He gets better as the game goes along. He doesn't hit that wall that a lot of starters does. I mean, he wanted to finish that baseball game because he felt as good in the ninth inning as he did in the first.